The Magen Avram, who, as you know, wrote a commentary on the Shulchan Aruch, which is, in fact, integrated in the Shulchan Aruch, has a comment to the statement of the Mechaber that we don't say Tachnun on Tu B'Av and on Tu B'Shvat. And his comment is as follows. B'Tu B'Shvat, Rosh Hashanah la'ilanot. Tu B'Shvat is called Rosh Hashanah la'ilanot. That's in the Mishnah in Rosh Hashanah. And then he adds, V'noagim ha'ashkenazim, even though this is a comment on the Mechaber, right? It's a comment on Rabbi Yosef Karo, who was certainly not one of the Ashkenazim. He says, Noagim Ashkenazim, that's us, the Magen Avram said. He was in Krakow. Larbot b'minei perot shel ilanot. So because it is a special day, and because it's a joyous day, the day of joy, and therefore we don't say Tachnun. Therefore, we have to understand that we express this joy also in a positive way, not just in a negative way, but not saying Tachnun, but also in a positive way by eating Peirot HaIlanot. Peirot HaIlanot, in fact, the minhag was, as people understand, was to eat the Peirot HaIlanot of Eretz Yisrael. Well, most of the halachot of Eretz Yisrael are only Tulot Ba'aretz, the laws that are connected to the land, laws that are connected to the land of Eretz Yisrael, so that the minhag was to eat the Peirot of Eretz Yisrael. Of course, the Peirot of Eretz Yisrael it didn't exist because it was that time in between last year and next year, where there generally were no fruit on the trees. So in order to eat the Peirot of Eretz Yisrael in Krakow, they had to eat dried fruit that were left over from last year. And the main supplier of dried fruit, even hundreds of years ago, apparently was Turkey. So that you had this odd situation where on Tu B'Shvat, people ate dried fruits, which reminded them of the fruits of Eretz Yisrael, even though they didn't come from Eretz Yisrael. Nevertheless, since it's in the Magen Avram, since the Magen Avram makes the comment that the minhag of Ashkenazim is to eat dried fruit, so we do that. It's also known that on Tu B'Shvat there's a Seder. There's a kind of ritual that was created around eating the fruits and drinking the wine, which are the products of Eretz Yisrael, although the wine you drink may not come from Eretz Yisrael. Just as the fruits you eat may not come from Eretz Yisrael. And there was a Seder. A Seder means order. Just like on the night of Pesach, you fulfill the mitzvot according to a certain order. On Tu B'Shvat, there was also a Seder that was established that enabled people to focus their attention on the Peirot of Eretz Yisrael and the wine of Eretz Yisrael. This Seder originated in a book which was produced in Tzvat in the 17th century called Chemdat Yamim. And then that was reconstituted in another book which I think was called the Seder Tu B'Shvat. And then in many modern day books that with pictures, you know how modern day books are, they fewer words and more pictures. And so it's become a kind of a well, if not an obligation, an option, and people are able to use the Seder of Tu B'Shvat to remind themselves of the Peirot of Eretz Yisrael, of the wine of Eretz Yisrael, of the fact that the products of Eretz Yisrael are of special importance, and that they enable us to reach to a certain level of Kedusha through the mitzvot Tulot Ba'aretz. And that seems to be kind of in halachic terms what Tu B'Shvat is about.